him and something had happened to his household. And God says here, I also kept you from sinning against me. Therefore, I did not let you touch her. God's faithful when we are faithless. God is faithful to his promises. We have that on our bulletin from 2 Timothy 2. God is faithful. God is faithful when we are faithless. And he is faithful. So we have this restraint here. And now at this point, God tells him what to do. Verse 7, now therefore, in fact of the light that I have kept you from sinning against me, in fact of that, restore the man's wife. And here's one of the reasons. Very interesting statement. For he is a prophet. And he will pray for you and you will live. Very interesting. But if you do not restore her, know that you shall surely die, or dying you shall surely die. You and all who are yours. That's implying his whole household, or possibly even the entire kingdom. If you don't restore Sarah to Abraham, you're dead and everyone else is dead. Restore her. Do what is right. When we are confronted with our sin, we need to turn, confess it, acknowledge it, and do what is right. You will surely die, you and yours. It's pretty serious. You don't do what I say, you're going to die. And everyone, your kingdom around you, you better restore Sarah to Abraham. And one of the reasons is he is a prophet. And he will pray for you and you will live. This is amazing. We have Abraham, the failing prophet at this time, by the way. The term prophet speaks of one who God chooses to speak his word for him. It is a mouthpiece. Now here, although this is the first time this word is used, Abraham is not the first prophet in the Old Testament, by the way. We know from Luke chapter 11, verse 50 to 52, that Abel was the first prophet, and his blood was shed. And yet here, Abraham is the first to be declared as his prophet. He is a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you will live. This is amazing because the means in which God would restore Abimelech is through the prayer and intercession of Abraham. God uses differing means at times, and the means in which he will spare Abimelech's life based on his obedience is through answering Abraham's intercession. He's going to pray for you. We better not understand God in such a way that we take away the means in which he does things. God uses prayer of his people. The prayer of a righteous man availeth much. You better restore his wife, Abimelech. If you do, Abraham the prophet will pray for you and you will live. But if you don't, you will surely die, you and yours. And again, folks, sin is serious. We've got to see it rightly. It is serious. It affects those around us. If you don't take it seriously, if you take it lightly, it's probably a sham. God would have put him to death if he would have continued. And although we are forgiven, brothers and sisters, our sins are placed as far as the east is from the west. We need to understand the seriousness of sin. It's so serious that God would have his son die for us and bear the penalty for our sins. God himself would take on human flesh. God the Son would go to the cross and bear our sins in his body. We need to take it seriously. Now, it's interesting here. We're going to see that Abram didn't take it seriously yet. Yet there are serious consequences. So, how can we keep from falling back into familiar sins? First of all, we need to stop leaning on our own understanding. Secondly, we need to understand sin is serious. And third, when we are exposed, we need to confess and forsake our sin. Verse 8, so Abimelech arose early in the morning and called all his servants and told all these things in their hearing, and all the men were greatly frightened. They're frightened. They know something's going on. Now they know why. They knew Mr. Abimelech, King Abimelech, was something wrong with him physically. They knew stuff was going on. Everyone's wombs were shut. Something's going on here, and now they know why.